Hey guys, my name is Raven Phoenix and welcome to the Structure of Man Learn to Draw the Human Figure from your Mind training course. Okay, so in the previous lesson we had really looked at the power of the formulas as to what it allows us to do to be able to really form the ideas of the construction of the bone structure of the figure in any pose that we want, really using just this idea of the formulas that we had shown, right? Or you could do it in the 3D sense that we had talked about, which was really molding it out of like a block of wood. So now what we want to take a look at is the clavicle, right? So the clavicle is really the bone that's on the sternum and connecting to the shoulder, right? So after this, then we can just move on basically to finishing up the skeletal structure. So to understand the clavicle, it's actually very easy. So let's say if we had to draw out, so here I'm just going to be artistic about this. So when I draw this uh, skull out, really we don't really need any formulas here because we know. So here I'm just going to draw, let's say, a chest cavity out. So here would be the opening for the neck. Then over here, let's say we're going to pretty much get the chest cavity down here, and then it's going to come down this way, and then it's going to, let's say, be about this big over here, right? So all that's really needed to understand about it. And then from here, we're going to just go down in this direction over here and and I guess it would just come down over here like this. It would be uh, since the bones will be going in that way, so it's going to be kind of like this. Okay, so once we get this idea down, right, so we're going to get the area for the sternum. So the sternum is going to be kind of like this over here, like we had talked about, like this tie system, right? So I'm just being sketchy about it first, right? Drawings can be uh, uh, we got to go through that drawing process first, just put down some of the basic concepts. So here is going to be the chest cavity, and really what we've been doing is we do like this idea here that this is where I want the shoulders to be. Let's say we want the shoulders to be like this, and then we draw like our gesture system. It goes down in this way, let's say, right? This hand is going to be going down in this way. So I'm like magnifying the whole gesture concept, right? So, and then we know that, okay, well, the shoulder really is going to be around here, right? We now are going to really think about the shoulder joint in 3D and say that this is going to be like this very extreme perspective, that it's going to go, and then it's going to get this thing here, that it's going to attach itself over here to the shoulder, right? And then on this end it's going to be let's say pretty much the same thing. We're going to get the shoulder, and the shoulder is probably going to be going like this over here. It's going to be like this in uh, very extreme perspective, going in this way over here like this, and then you'll get again that idea here for the top of it, right? And you'll get that bone. So here I'm just doing this in a sketchy style. So once we get this, we can now clean up some of these ideas here so we can be more clear about it, right? So let's start out by we know that the spine is really just going to be over here, right? And it's going to go under here like this. So here I'm just going to visually draw out the things. I'm not going to draw out every bone here because we just want to get the concept of the clavicle, right? So this spine really is just going to go up here, and you're going to get your idea here for the opening of it, and it's just going to go down this way, right? So here would be your first rib bone going in this direction, and this will just come down in this way over here. Okay, so here this all the ribs are going to be here, so we're just going to draw out just the basic form of this again, just to be a little more cleaner about it, right? And then over here we're going to get the whole sternum thing. So this is going to really just go in this way, and here I'm just going to draw this out over here, right? So your idea for the sternum, right? So this is where the ribs are. So basically what you need to keep in mind is that since these are the ribs, they're coming over here, right? It's really going to be, let's say down here, you're going to get this idea for the sternum. Okay, so we're going to get this whole thing over here again, like the tie system. Now, we already said that, okay, it's going to be like this in extreme perspective over here. We're going to get the scapula going in this way, and then we're going to get this guy here, and we know about this curve that it's going to kind of like be coming towards us over here, right? It's going to go on the other end, and then you're going to get like this little thing over here, right? So basically you're going to get like this ball joint over here for your arm over here, and then which we'll look in a little bit. So just for now, make like this bone over here that's going in this direction. Okay, so over here we're going to do this again in much more of our perspective idea, and this is going to just go in this direction, and this here you're going to get that idea here again. It's going to be in that extreme perspective. But now take a look at this over here, that this bone is coming back from the scapula over here, right? So this means that your bone for the arm is going to be right over here, right? So for now we'll just draw it out in this way, like this. It's going to be big over here, and it's going to go down, right? So the clavicle is very simple. It's basically going to connect. There's a space here. Notice the space. Then when we draw out the clavicle, we're just going to do this, and we have to end up the clavicle basically over here. See where this is? So just know that this is going to now play a very important role when the muscles come. It's because your shoulder muscles are going to have this. They're going to be going down, but you're going to have this space here, right? So this clavicle really is going to be a little bit on top here, right? So we're going to look at this in a little bit here. So this clavicle is going to swing around, and it needs to attach here. So it's basically like this curve that's going in this way, right? It's like this. It's not too much of it, but it's enough to cause this idea to come, right? So this should give you a clue as to what exactly is going on with the figure, right? So let me actually do this one again just to show you. See this? This clavicle is going to be going in this direction over here, let's say like this, and then it's going to go all the way over here like this, right? So it's turning, right? And the reasoning for behind this is because the chest here is in front and the shoulders are in the back of it, right? And this is what causes this. Just this clue here should tell you why the pec muscles are in the front, and always understanding, okay, I gotta remember that the shoulders are going to be over here near the back of the figure, right? And this is what's going to give you that look that we talked about. The shoulders are not going to be up against the chest, right? The chest must be in front always, right? And this is something you'll notice even on your body. If you notice where your shoulders are and look at your chest, these are like these common sense things that we have to get the mind to understand about these ratios, right? Always remember it's in front, this is back. And that's basically all that ever happens with the clavicle, just this way, and this is just a clue for you as to what's going on, right? So this is like just looking at it in a 3D view here. So let's say if what would happen if we now wanted to look at this, let's say in our invention. So let's say here I'm just going to draw out here. I can actually go down a little more over here. So let's say if this, we're just drawing the upper half of the body. So this is the line for the bottom for the pec, and this is for the bottom for the chin, and this is the navel, right? So over here we already know if we just visually sketch this out without too many lines, right? Just a different kind of a drawing process here. It's a little more cleaner. Right over here, we know that this is just going to turn in pretty much like this. Right, we're going to get the basic design, and then here we're going to get the area for the clavicle. Right, so here we're going to get that idea for the chest cavity. It's going to be basically just like this over here. Okay, and then over here we already decided where this is going to be. Like this over here, and then it's just going to come in and be done with it. Right, so this is like your basic concept of it. So now we already stated that, okay, well, I just want my shoulder to be around here, and I want the other shoulder to be around here, right? You're not going to go off, because you gotta make sure that this thing is aligned not too far from the chest cavity, right? If you do it here, the shoulders are going to be kind of wide, right? So once we have this, we already understand, okay, I know that there's a space here, right? So here I'm going to clean up a little bit of this area so you can understand some of the important things that are going to come up later on in drawing out the figure really in the 3D form. Is I'm going to get the space here, then I'm going to get this idea here for the clavicle, right? So this is where we're going to get, if we had over here, if you draw out the scapula over here, right? You already know that, okay, it's going to be like this. I'm going to get that thing here on top, right? So the clavicle really is, you already understand that it's going in front. It's in front, then it's going to go in the back, right? So over here, it's just going to want to connect, just like this, right? There's really nothing more to this than this concept. But notice that this bone here and the clavicle are meeting together, right? So what happens is that you're going to get a ditch, a step over here, then you're going to, this is your bone for the arm, and then you're going to get your shoulder muscles over here, right? So what happens is that you got to be aware of the step, that here when I get the back muscles, I'm going to get a small dip, and then I'm going to get the muscles over here. Okay, so over here would be the same thing, just knowing that, okay, I'm going to get obviously the bone from the scapula over here, and then this is just going to be in front, and then it's going to go pretty much in the back, right? So it's going to be like this over here. Again, it's the same concept, just repeating itself over here, right? So here we can just do the same thing with this guy over here, right? And the scapula would be much more in over there, right? So here we can just clean up some of these ideas here so we can clarify this, right? So here, once you get this, then you can just look with your pencil, okay, are they really the same distance over here? Yeah, just about. There's the same distance. I'm gonna get this over here, and then this over here, right? So I'll get my ball joint over here, then I get my scapula over here. It'll go down in this way, right? And you'll get that idea here for the back, right? So to be aware of this, right? Then you're gonna get that step, right, when the muscles come in. Okay, so if we clean that idea up, it'll just be like this. Okay, so that's really all there is to understand, just knowing why the shape is the way it is. Really, that's the clue to this, right? And understanding how this is connecting. Look where this is and look where this is, right? They're just meaning like this, and they'll be connected here with tissue. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks.